Hey y'all. Hi. Hi. How's everyone doing? Get happy. Get happy. It's good for your health. Hi. You'll be okay. Don't worry. How's everybody doing? How is everyone? How is everybody? How is everyone? Thank God I've got the good internet connection right now. I got really good internet connection now. Okay, I'm looking up the chat so I can see what people are saying on the chat. Hi. Been staying healthy. Wow, a little more than I thought. I rested for like 2 days. I rested for one day. I lifted weights 2 mornings ago. Lifted weights this morning. Right now a little bit with the really heavy ones. I worked up to the roof. I was working out a lot and fasting, running, making sure I didn't die, getting as healthy as I could. And guess what? They have medicine that even if you're not in the best health, you can take it and help you to breathe better if you get the corona stuff. BENZONATATE. I have a bunch of videos on it trying to save everyone I could and find the medicine. It's actually being prescribed now. I didn't know if it was being prescribed or not, but I knew it helped with my breathing, so it can save your life potentially. Just ask your doctor, can I get BENZONATATE? Some of them aren't prescribing it, some of them aren't aware of it, but they have other things. They have inhalers and all sorts of things to help people to breathe better. I was working out right now, and oh my gosh, Dirty Dancing filming location. This just showed up. You know what? This was filmed in my hometown, or right nearby my hometown. Dirty Dancing filming location. It showed up on my video feed right here. This was filmed right in my hometown. It was like one of the big movies. This is at Mountain Lake Hotel right near my house. Hey, it got almost 1 million views. They filmed a real movie here. That's kind of cool. Of course, that almost everywhere they filmed a movie somewhere nearby. But this was pretty cool. A lot of people worked on it in this area. Hopefully they have some more big movies coming here. I'm going to keep doing movies because, see, I don't think it's right to be rich. I think that's a little too selfish. Like it says in the Bible, a little too hard to get into heaven when you're rich, but you can have more money, you can be comfortable. My parents called it comfortable growing up. They have a lot of stuff, and in their house they have very little. They live minimally, but they have enough for them. But they have tons of stuff that they save for a time like this because they worked so hard. And it's okay to have more money if you worked really hard for it. You deserve it. But not if you're like really mean. Some people are really mean about it, and that's where I don't agree with the stuff. But it's actually okay to have more money. Some people are very kind. They can get into heaven, I believe, and stuff. Let's talk about something new. Okay, there's the Dirty Dancing, the filming location where they filmed. I'm gonna go to my channel. Go to my channel. Chat, how is everyone? See what people are saying. This is a really good internet connection right now for a live video. Chat, how is everyone? See what people are saying. I do not see anyone chatting. There must be people watching it. Not sure exactly how to check if people are watching it, or I can refresh that later. Let's talk about stuff. Let's try. Oh, you know, it's okay to rest. When you're starting to work out more and get physically fit, you don't have to always work out. If you've done too much, you may have to eat food and rest for like a whole day or 2 days. Don't go too overboard, I mean, but like you may have worked out and done more physical activity than you thought. Rest is an essential part of working out and physical fitness. You need rest. You need plenty of rest. Last night, I got plenty of rest. I woke up in the middle of the night at 1 or 2. And I was like, am I going to be awake for the whole day? Then I only get 4 or 5 or 6 hours of sleep, and that's it. 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And then I was like, fortunately fell back to sleep and woke up at 8 something and felt way refreshed. Had eaten more food the past 2 days, and it helped me to sleep better, and I drank less caffeine. So now I'm having a little more caffeine again. You can go from some more carbs one day when you haven't had carbs in a long time. I hadn't had carbs in a really long time. I was really trying to get healthy so I didn't die of the coronavirus. So I was kind of worried. Then I had all these crackers. But I ate it with peanut butter. I made sure to have some peanut butter so I was getting protein. And I put some butter on the crackers. And I had a bunch of carbs for like a day or two, but I didn't go too crazy. And I was like, hey, I don't want to die or something. So I made sure to have fruit. I made sure I had plenty of fruit. You can order fruit on Amazon. It's a little more expensive, but you can order fruit. And it is coronavirus proof nearly. It's almost impossible. It comes in a sealed bag. They must have used gloves and all sorts of stuff. It is like really sealed, airtight, and this fruit comes in the mail. And I got it. Another one was like and they didn't put that much effort into it, but it was like a fancy schmancy one that was expensive, but they didn't put that much effort into the new coronavirus, making sure it was okay and stuff. So I got that, and getting stuff in the mail. I ordered a giant bag of oatmeal, a huge bag of oatmeal, so I have enough for a few months in case I need it. And before that, I was living off of canned food from like years ago, and it was so gross, and I was just doing it to be kind and Jesus like save money. I was living at almost like a poverty level, and with this gave me an excuse. I got all this food, and it's not that much. You just got a giant bag of oatmeal and fruit and some other stuff. And I went out there a lot earlier. Not now, not anymore. I was risking my life. I kept going to different places and trying to do what was right. And then I got all this stuff. I got enough cat food for the rest of the year. I got more cat food than food for the cats, so I don't have to worry about them. I put the one cat downstairs. I put the one cat downstairs because I don't want to be petting it and stuff. Okay, this is kind of interesting. They say coronavirus, it had progressed in some different phases or something, and it was from a bat or something, this one guy thinks, and they gave it to a camel, and then a camel gave it to a person, and now this new version of the coronavirus, the bat gave it to somebody else, some animal. They think it was some strange animal, like a little weird thing with a snout that walks around, and they gave it to that, and that gave it to a human or something like that, but they're not sure what animal it was. And so they don't know if it's really contagious. They think it's pretty much not contagious through animals, but it can get in their fur and stuff if they're like out there. So I kept my cat downstairs just in case, but usually once it's passed on to humans, that's the final form of the whatever the heck the thing is. So it's not gonna, like, you can't really get it from a cat or something like that. And it's not at all like you can get it through, like, there's a small chance that you could get it from an animal, but much less. There's not that much chance. How are you? I'm drinking water. working on my health. I'm doing some things. I'm doing some things about making money. I took it easy after I was out there for like a week or two, or 4 or 5 days, risking a lot. I was almost out there every day, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to live through it or not. Oh, this person who I know, a woman, got the coronavirus, and I was so worried. And I was just gonna go out there and jog in the hot sun, like listen to Led Zeppelin and put on these short shorts and like feel happy and cool. And then I found out that she had the coronavirus. I got so worried, and I just could. It felt wrong, so I went home, and I prayed for her to be okay, and a few days later, she's good again. She's past the worst of it, and she's just feeling happy, and she's okay. Yeah, she's okay, and um, she's not like really young, but I'm not gonna say how old. Um, and she's okay. She's okay, so that's pretty cool. That she's the only person I know who actually has it. I know of a few other people and acquaintances who have told me that they know people who got sick, and it could have been the coronavirus stuff, but they're not sure because they haven't done tests and stuff like that. Anyway. But she got better. She got better. I kept in touch with her husband, with someone, and making sure she's okay. She was getting a little better. I was like, yes, she's getting a little better. And then now she's all better, but she's still somewhat contagious. So they're keeping her like away from people so they don't get it. But she feels happy and good again, and she can breathe normally, and everything's okay. And she made it through. And I was like, yes. So she made it. There's my videos. I'm almost afraid to say what I've been Googling. They're expecting various numbers. Hopefully it goes away with people not socializing as much out there. People are really not socializing as much, so hopefully the virus just goes away pretty soon. That's what we're hoping for. Oh, BENZONATATE. That can help you to breathe. BENZONATATE. BENZONATATE. Remember, ask your doctor for that if you get sick and are having trouble breathing or something, or just having trouble breathing. That's a common cause of hospitalization, is breathing troubles. So ask for BENZONATATE. Here's how you spell it. BENZONATATE. BENZONATATE. See what they say about it in the news. Looks like a vitamin E. Don't chew it up like a vitamin E. Numbs your mouth. You have to just swallow it with water whole before it dissolves. Works by numbing the throat and lungs, making the cough reflex less active. It's used to treat a cough, but it helps breathing. BENZONATATE is used to relieve coughing, but however, I've found by some fluke or miracle or something like that last year that it helps with breathing, and some doctors were not aware. The only doctor I talked to about it was not aware it helped. There was a medicine that helped breathing like that, and it was a more obscure tertiary or secondary, like a tertiary symptom treater to help with breathing. This BENZONATATE, it didn't really get known for helping with breathing. It was just a cough, looked at as a cough medicine in the medical industry. However, it worked wonders for me so I could breathe last year when I was having to all the stress on my shoulders and having to work and work and work, make money I could in my house, physically working on hard labor on my house for 8 months. Like, it sucked. And but it was really good work, and now I can kind of, anyway, so I worked as hard as I could, and then I found that medicine, and it helped me to breathe when there was nothing. Like 2 weeks I was worried if I could breathe or not. Anyway, now I'm like way healthy, not worried, not having to work as hard. I feel pretty good. Well, I'm sure I know of one person who's taken it, who commented on my videos taking it for coronavirus. Another doctor I talked to said they call it Tessalon. That's I think the brand name of it, maybe it's a generic name, or one of those is generic. BENZONATATE or Tessalon, one of those is generic, one of those is a brand name, I believe. I'm not a doctor. You're supposed to ask the doctor stuff like that. Okay, you saw the video on that. That can save your life. Remember that name BENZONATATE. If you say like you're having trouble, difficulty from all this crazy stuff that's like killing people, that made it so I could breathe. So anyway, talk about something fun. I don't know what else to talk about. I may go out there tomorrow. I don't know. It's really good to stay in, for everybody to stay in as much as possible. Or I may see. I got to talk to some people and I have to okay it with someone for this contractor to maybe do this work on a house for someone I know who I care about, and I'm trying to get her to have her house done. And I might meet up with her and the contractor there, or get her okay that he can look at it and he'll do the work, and then I can explain to him what has to be done and stuff like that. So that's maybe soon. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to like work on real estate type of stuff, or home repair things that do that type of work. My parents did that type of stuff. They still do. They're good. I love them a lot. My parents, they're very good. I had a selfish problem. I thought, why did my work in film not work after all these years, 20 years or 30 years? Why did it not make enough money? It kind of made money, but not really. But I was like, I worked on it unbelievably hard. I don't know why it hasn't made as much money as I thought it would have made. I think I took it out on them, and it wasn't their fault at all. So I think it was better I just keep working for them. So then it kept me being kind to them. So I think that was just a relationship I had to have, or still have to keep being kind to them and do their kind of work and their way of doing things, because they raised me. You're supposed to respect your parents and do things how they raised you. You can't, like, you're not really supposed to go against your parents. So I learned that, and I care about them a lot, want them to be okay. Anyway, it's used to yeah, don't chew or suck on the medicine. Just swallow it whole and drink it with water. If you, like, your doctor has to say it's okay, This BENZONATATE. Anyway, That can help people to breathe better, and they're using like inhalers and other stuff to help people breathe better. Because the thing that it does to people's lungs, I've been finding out, is that it fills them with mucus or something, and then the mucus like somewhat gets thick, and they can't get the air as much. So if they're working out more and breathing more often and keeping the lungs clear and the circulatory system clear of that'd be something else. Cholesterol, that affects it in a different way. I don't know if that has any effect on the breathing or not. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Cholesterol, but that's another thing. Your heart, you want to make sure. See, when you do cardiovascular exercise and weight training or any type of like getting more physical, that's going to help you to breathe better. Generally speaking. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, no. I wonder how Al is doing. The guy that was in my videos and still in my videos. Wonder how he's doing. I told him take this medicine and say like he's having difficulty breathing. Get to a hospital. But he's just out in the woods. I hope he has enough food to live off of without being around people. They stopped all the restaurant stuff. He can't go to his restaurants that he likes. I hope he gets just plenty of food. I hope he stocks up on food, gets like tons of oatmeal or something, and I hope he's getting more physically active. He's in okay shape. He's in okay shape. Sometimes he'd walk around in their shirt and say, I don't want to comment on that stuff. It's like it's better to be in the best shape that you can. I was starting to be like look more like him by having him as a good friend. I have looked like some of the friends who I've been close to. I guess you pick up on their habits. Not just a girlfriend or a wife or somebody like that. That's an obvious one. You look a lot like your wife or you're in love, who people are together with. But sometimes you look like friends too, and all sorts of people who you associate with. You start picking up on their habits, acting like them, and stuff like that. You start eating like them, or different stuff. Okay, I'm gonna look at the chat. Okay, I'm gonna look at the chat. Okay. Hey, Rain. Hey, Errol's. I don't know what else to say. Went from good quality video to I don't know what quality video. I'm probably just gonna go. I don't know what else to talk about. Oh, hey, it's good quality. Went from good. I got water, and well, I drank my water. I drank 2 waters, and I might get more water. I'm gonna turn the camera. Oops. Well, this doesn't have it. I don't know how to do undo on this program. Hi. I'm gonna get a water. I've got these sets that I still kept. These sets for doing for doing movie stuff. They're not like real huge sets. Oh man. But you know. Okay. Yay. I felt happy all of a sudden. I took a shower. I've been pretty happy. I don't know how. Made sure to go out there and do what was right. Risk my life. I had to at first, and I almost never pass a disease. I'm not aware of ever making anyone sick in my entire life. I'm just really good with that. I had to kind of learn how to not get as sick from other people, but I sometimes I would stay away from people and not get sick too when I was younger. And I'm gonna drink some water and coffee. Um, I'm gonna turn this camera. I'm gonna turn this camera. Hi. Oh, I got that. That's for the lighting. I blocked the lower part of the window so it wouldn't like make underlighting on my face like a horror movie. I'm not against horror movies, but they're just I like happy um, type of movies more, but those are, I'm not against horror movies or something. Ah. Okay, here's my coffee that I was gonna drink. Here's my water. Hi. Very fortunate I get to still, feel happy and look good and feel okay. You can do that at any age. Like if you feel more confident. But you gotta stay physically active when you can and work at it. I mean, sometimes you're not gonna be able to do it. And you just need to rest. Is an important part of rest is an important part of physical activity. I already filmed with this stuff enough. I'm doing a something. So I try to get physically active. Physically active. I have not shaved my like body hair or done any of that stuff with the people shaving their body hair. I probably have more hair. Like I have some hair here. I have some hair there. Gosh, I'm stronger than I thought. I'm like stronger than I thought because I didn't want to die, and I was just used to feeling happier and stronger and healthier when I was in better shape. But last year I wasn't in the best shape. Um, I had to work at it really hard in between working on my house, mostly just working on my house the whole year. Um, and then I was like there for my kids. Gosh, it was really hard being a father from far away. So it was a lot. It was really stressful. Um, I'm gonna get a water. I'm cleaning the cup as as I do water, as I get a water. Like just being a little extra clean with stuff. Being a little more clean than normal. Being a little more clean than normal. And then being healthy. Ah. This was this like way too expensive fruit that I ordered in the mail, but it was very good quality. There's a mango in there. This one was more exotic. Hey, this one has kiwi, 2 mangoes. This had a pineapple I had last night. Some of it's in the rest of it's in the refrigerator. This was not as coronavirus proof. I ordered this other fruit. I started spending more money rather than risk the well-being of others to go out there more. And I ordered some expensive fruit. I ordered this one, and I ordered another one, but the other one was like really sealed, and they had done some coronavirus proof stuff to it, and it was less expensive. It was like $50, and it was tons of fruit, like a big heavy thing of fruit. It was only $50 on Amazon, 50 something dollars, $49.99, whatever the heck it was. And I still have a bunch of that fruit. There were like, it was like 10 or 20 pounds of fruit. It was like 20 pounds of, it was like 10 pounds of fruit, whatever it was. It was a little more expensive than the grocery store stuff, and I still have it in the refrigerator downstairs. It was like really coronavirus, couldn't get into it as much. They were very careful about packaging it. I'll show you where you can get it on Amazon. I'll show you where you can get it on Amazon. I'll show you where you can get it on Amazon. This is gonna be good. I'll show you where you can get. I'm gonna refresh the chat, see if anyone else says anything. Hello. 5G health effects to harm the human body with the virus. I don't know. I don't believe that conspiracy stuff. But you know, I don't believe in that Illuminati mean stuff. I think God is. I know God is in control of all of it, but you can have your own belief about it. Maybe there could be some truth. I don't know. I'm gonna go to Amazon.com and show you what you can order right to your house. You leave it at your house or your mailbox. Just put it, sometimes they bring it to the post office. If you don't want to drive there in a national pandemic, should be okay that you don't have to risk your life to get to the post office. But if they leave it at your mailbox and at your house, you can just pick it up. Look, fresh fruit. I live in a not big town, and they delivered fresh fruit. Here it is. Here's the one I ordered. 20 pounds of fruit for only $49. And it's a little more expensive than the grocery store, maybe, or about the same. I don't know, but this thing was like really well packaged, where it almost couldn't get any coronavirus near it. See that? It was really good. I still have a bunch of it. I still have tons of it. It was like regular fruits. It was pears, and I still have the pears, oranges, apples, but good quality ones. Some grapefruits. You can order it. Just go to Amazon.com. They're not going to rip off your money. You can order like whatever you want to your house. This is worth it. $49 for all this fruit. 20 pounds of fruit. $20 of fruit. I should order it now. I should order it now before everybody. No, my channel's not that big. It's it's not gonna like sell out. I should order it now. Pretty sure it doesn't have my credit card information on here, but I'm gonna order the fruit. I am gonna order the fruit. I'll leave it here for now for everybody to see. Here's one of the baskets. That's the other one I got. This was like a more fancy one, but this had exotic fruit in it and very high quality, but it was like too expensive. Kind of, but worth it. Really worth it to save people's lives, to not have to go in public and spread the disease around. So it just showed up right at my mailbox. The one on there showed up right at my mailbox. That's a little bit different one. I still have plenty of those left. I'm gonna order another one. $49, and then you're healthy when you eat more fruit, fresh fruit. I have pineapple. Here's another thing I've been doing. I got, see this protein shake? I got like 10 of these. We got like 10 protein shakes. Some are still coming in the mail. A bunch of them I got in the mail. This is gluten-free. It's whey. Tons of protein. Gosh, this thing made me feel really good. This gave me tons of energy when I ate this. And it's a little bit more processed. You want to get ones that you like. This had like, this is a good way to have food at your house that'll last a long time. Shouldn't go bad. This is good until 2022. 2022. You could get like, say like you're one of those people who spends a lot of money, want to be sure, you can get, you can get a bunch of these. They're not that expensive. This is protein. I felt really good after eating this. When you're hungry, you go to the protein. It satiates you faster than any other food. When people go to added sugar, processed sugar, high fructose corn syrup, creates an endless cycle of wanting to eat more and more. And when you go to real protein, it satiates you and you don't want any more when you're just eating these types of foods. Protein is the main types of calories that you're getting. Fruits and vegetables, minimal fats with the respiratory stuff, minimal fats. I think the fats may have some effect on the breathing. Because last year I was eating heavier fats, really cooking in a lot of fats, because I was like, well, it doesn't add body fat if you're not having the carbs and added sugar. And I was still eating carbs. But it's not good to have all those fats. I think that can hurt. That's not that good. I was having a lot of butter, cooking it and stuff, and that's what hurt me, and olive oil. And those fats, I don't know, in large quantities aren't that good. So I've tried to have less. It's good to get some of them, but I've been mostly having protein and fruits and vegetables and water. And then I worked out so much, I hadn't had carbs in so long. I finally took a break, like after a couple weeks of eating the best that I could. Sometimes it's okay to have carbs. And I got a giant thing. I should show you this giant thing of oatmeal that I got. It's pretty hilarious. I might bring it upstairs. I don't know if I want to go down there because the cat's down there, and some of the packages that I brought in are like there still, that have been there for days now, and I guess they don't have coronavirus on them. I've been careful about it. I don't go outside and run around as much. They say you can't get it from animals, but just in case, I don't want to be socializing with all the animals and have them brushing up against me or getting within 6 feet of me. So I kept one cat downstairs, the other one's outside for probably most of the rest of this year, or the rest of this year for all. I mean, he loves it out there. He loves it even when it's cold. In 11-degree weather, if you have a healthy cat, I have a healthy long-haired cat. He was okay out there in 11-degree weather. He chose to be outside in 11-degree weather, rather one of the coldest days of the year, rather than be inside. He likes to be outside, so I just put some food outside for him, and he has plenty and water. But there's streams next to the house, so he has plenty of water sources. So I'm not messing with that cat. I'm leaving him out there. I'm not getting him to get close to him. And the other cat is downstairs. I've been keeping that cat downstairs for days, and maybe in a few more days or soon I can start getting close to the cat. Make sure he didn't get anything. It's been an amazing break from that cat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's been an amazing break from that cat. I'm sorry to say that. Just to, like, that cat wanted to be like the most innocent one who has like little tiny, light blonde hairs on it and stuff. But someone I know who got the coronavirus, I prayed and prayed for. Instead of working out and being in my best shape, I took some days off and prayed for her to be okay, and tried to like hope that or pray that she would be okay. And she was okay. And somehow I walked down the hill anyway, instead of jogging down the hill when I was feeling my best, with headphones on in the warm sun, listening to Led Zeppelin, like feeling the best ever. It was just inappropriate. It was like wrong, because some people can't work out like that and stuff. So I prayed for her instead, and then she was okay. And later in the day, I walked down the hill anyway, but it was kind of hard on my body. It didn't feel as good and happy, and I did it anyway for my health. And then I had done so much for myself and others that I kind of took a break for a couple days or so, like a day, less than a day. And then I had this protein when I was hungry. When you're hungry, if you go to protein, it fills you right up faster than any other food, protein. And make sure it's not a bunch of chemicals. Like, just get the protein. This has some pretty simple ingredients. This is protein. This is 25 grams of protein from unfiltered whey protein, or whatever the heck it is. Protein. A lot of these shakes are okay, but it's kind of processed, so you want to get a variety. Like, you want to get protein from other sources too, oatmeal and stuff like that. I'm gonna go get my giant thing of oatmeal and show you my giant big thing of oatmeal that I got. Sorry. I'm gonna be careful. I'm not getting weird that. Amazing. Okay. Here's my oatmeal. It's really heavy. This is a big giant bag of oatmeal. If I have to survive, I can live off of this stuff. On this giant bag of oatmeal, 25 pounds. So, a giant bag of oatmeal. You can order that on Amazon. It was expensive, but not for how much it is. 25 pounds of oatmeal. Here's a little container. There's some in this. I had been being so cheap on stuff, I was like, I'm not gonna risk being. I got a giant thing of oatmeal. I'll trying to see how many pounds or ounces. You know, it's a lot. Might be like 100 times this or something like that. Giant bag of oatmeal. I'll show you the giant bag of oatmeal. Hi. Hey, I gotta pee all of a sudden, but I'm gonna show you the giant bag of oatmeal. And this is pretty good. I ordered this in the mail. Look at this giant bag of oatmeal. It's pretty good. 25 pounds. 25 pounds. 25. It's backwards, but it's 25 pounds. You got a giant bag of oatmeal. Here's the expensive exotic fruit that I got that was like good, but you know, I could tell the way it was packaged, it wasn't as, they were not doing anything special for it given the pandemic. This is this one. But then I got this one. I gotta pee really bad. Then I got this one. This one was really good. They had it pretty safe from the pandemic, but you know, you can't be, well, you know, it's not going to be in the fruit. And this is $49 for like 20 pounds of fruit. So I'm probably going to order more of that. And I'm going to look at my orders. I gotta really pee. My orders. Uh-oh. I'll just look up oatmeal. I'll show you the one that I got. I gotta pee though. Here's the oatmeal. It's like $89 for a giant bag. Oatmeal. I'll have to look up bulk. And it's just plain oatmeal that I got for survival if you need like some. I got some other kinds too. I got they have all different types you can order on here. Where's the giant bag that I got? There's like a giant. Oh, this is it. Here it is. Oh, here's a good one. $65 for a 25-pound bag. Only 5 left in stock. They have different ones on here. This is bulk quick oats. You can get some for. Oh, okay. This is a giant bag of oatmeal. I have to pee really bad. But this is a giant bag of oatmeal. Here's a 25-pound bag. This one is $65.83 I believe that's after shipping. I'm gonna buy it. Oh, makes me put some code in or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna buy it now. But that's it. You can get tons of oatmeal. Say like you have 10 bags of this. That's enough food for more than a year probably. Say like you had to survive and try to get fresh fruit, and you'd be pretty healthy, but try to get fresh fruit. You want a variety of things, of course, but as an emergency, that's a giant bag of oatmeal, $65. That'll last you a few months probably. So there's the oats. Here, I'll tell you. This is ridiculous, but I happened to get this at the grocery store. I happened to get this at the grocery store. It's kind of ridiculous, but I got these for cheap. I dropped it accidentally. These giant things of soap. So I have some just in case. You know, I was living so cheap and not stocked up at all. If this was a few years ago, I may have had a lot more food in a pandemic, but I don't spend like that anymore. So I made sure to get a bunch of oatmeal. I really did kind of stock up. I was living at like $100 something a month on groceries and just getting money from getting food from my mom. My mom would bring me groceries. I'd just eat that. And so I happened to get these at the grocery store, like right when the pandemic, right when the whatever the heck was getting kind of big. You can go there now if you have to get stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna wash my hands again. Yeah, I know someone who got the coronavirus and she got better. I prayed for her, kept in touch with her family. A few days later, she was feeling okay again. She had no more symptoms. Thank God. And they're trying to think of what else to work on. Oh yeah, tomorrow I'm doing something. I have to ask someone's okay for some work thing. I want to meet somebody at a house. and see if I can get their house done. This house, the whole house done. I'm willing to do the work myself. And the thing that needs a permit or kind of you're supposed to get a permit for, or I can just tear down this thing and put up a um 8 by 10 or 10 or 12 by 10 12 by 8 by 2 piece of wood on the side of the house, and then it just needs a new roof. Like tear down the thing, put 2 pieces of this porch over this thing is kind of rotten. So they're thinking that a contractor, or you can just go in there and cut the thing out, throw the stuff away, dispose of it at the dump, and the dump is still open, the trash disposal, but not for household trash. And put that in the back of I could put that in the back of my truck, put a tarp down in it, throw all that away, put just 2 pieces of 8 by 2 wood on the sides of the house, and then just get somebody to put a roof on, and I can meet with that person who can put a roof on. There's this guy who I know, and then I can go in the house, fix a couple things, a few things myself. I can do all the work myself, and then she'll have a whole house you can move into. So that's what I'm trying to do, but it's that's what I'm gonna do probably. I'm just gonna do it, but it's up to her. I'll talk about that later, but I guess I'm supposed to do that sort of thing. There's no way around it. It'd be one thing to actually go and do the stuff, but dealing with the way people are is has to be done like, I don't know. That's how you, when you're supposed to work for somebody else, I guess that's how it is. So that was the thing I was trying to get away from, I guess, just the feeling of having to do things that I didn't, having to do things someone else's way that I didn't 100% feel my best, happiest self about, or I don't know. It's like hard working for like a boss. I guess everybody has to do that, so that's what, yeah. Whatever, if she doesn't want to do it, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Suffer and die like Jesus did a long time ago? Because they don't want to let me just do all the work to have the finished whole house where someone can live? I don't get it. It's like, gotta be, I just don't want to talk about it. I'm grateful it is, however it is. I can understand whether you, okay. Anyway, there's the oatmeal. I guess I have more money than most people, and my parents are really kind, and everyone who I'm close to is really kind, and I guess it's good like it is now. Because if, say, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know any other way to do it other than, I just worked and worked and worked at those films and the videos, and it hasn't gotten as big as it hasn't. It's not the idea of getting big. I don't care about that. However big it gets, I just want to make money at doing the things that I enjoy. It does not matter to me if I am famous. Most of them creep me out. A lot of them, or I'm thinking they're probably going to go to hell, or they might not. Or it's like, who is this stranger who's supposed to be so cool, like an idol, instead of God and Jesus? Like, why would I think they're so cool when they're just a random person? Like me, I'm a random person. I'd rather make 40,000 a year, something like that, rather than being some big giant person who's like doing something that they don't even like to do. Why would I want to be that? Not interesting to me. Almost rather have nothing besides this house, which is pretty much what I have now. You can be a big, powerful person who got there by believing in you can be the biggest, most powerful person on Hollywood Boulevard in a double decker tourist bus because you're the biggest tourist in town. It's so stupid. Like, I went to Hollywood and worked out and did push ups like all the time. Worked out there, was going to start doing acting and stuff, and ended up just going to all the tourist places and literally was like chauffeured by the giant tourist attraction bus that shows up where all the star houses are, and I was going to get a tour of this stuff, and I was this big strong person in a tourist bus, like the most powerful, best one, feeling as a tourist, not allowed to actually make a living in a small way at, well, for my family it would have to be 40,000 a year. So I'd have to save 40,000, or unless she's making more, so then that it's like the bare minimum just to feel happy doing what I am good at doing. And for some reason, I'm supposed to do it a certain way. Like, why would I even give a fuck about being some big, powerful tourist? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's like, why would? What's the point of it? I'd almost rather have nothing. Is how I feel about it. Almost rather have nothing than. It's like I don't get it. Why would it have to be that way instead of the things I enjoy making a living at? But it's for a good reason. It's for God and Jesus, and I don't understand why, but I don't know. I guess it's all right. Big, fat, powerful, big, powerful tourist, not fat. Um, Actually pretty strong. Like right now, like right now, I literally weigh 400 pounds holding these weights. They're gonna weigh 400 pounds and do shoulder shrugs. But that's not that bad. People can do 200. People can literally shoulder shrug 400 pounds, and in addition, weigh 200 more pounds, 600 pounds holding this stuff, without doing steroids. This is not that. This is not as strong as it seems, because when you're just doing shoulder shrugs, you can do way more weight if you work when you work up to it. You got to start with lighter though. See, this is different from doing curls with those huge weights. You can't just jump into doing curls with the huge weights. But a thing that I could carry 200 pounds on each hand is not as big jumping into it when they only weigh 100 pounds on each hand. So I'm like used to doing that more. But like, what is it for? To be good? A good, powerful person who helps others. I guess that was why the whole thing was, so it's not selfish. It's like there to help others. Like the whole country or whatever, the political good reasons to help others and your close loved ones. But I sinned too much. I sinned. I don't sin too much now. At various times I've sinned too much. Then I was kind and really Jesus like when he was first on earth and suffered a lot. But he doesn't, he's not supposed to, he doesn't suffer anymore. Jesus. He already suffered for our sins, and now he's enjoying himself, and has been for 2,000, more than 2,000, well, about almost 2,000 years, or about 2,000 years. And he's supposed to come down to earth and have a 1,000-year, a millennium period, as it says in the Bible, of his second coming when he doesn't suffer. So people who don't get that, I didn't get it till I looked it up a few days ago. He's supposed to be powerful on earth in a good way and help others and enjoy himself on earth, and others who are kind and Jesus like are going to be like him, and they get for the second coming when Jesus comes down to life, not me. But I didn't understand. I thought if I was acting Jesus like, that meant I thought I had to suffer. But you don't always have to suffer. You don't have to, it's just okay. You just be kind and stuff. And I'm not Jesus. I know I'm not Jesus. But what else am I gonna do? Because I want to make a living at my films and videos, and that's what makes me feel happy. So I don't have to like go to someone else and do what they say. I don't get it. I don't know what else somebody would want me to do. You have so much. You're the biggest tourist on earth. Despite working at something so much, way more than any celebrity. Well, I know I have more diverse ability, but I'm not better than any celebrity per se, and they're not better than me, at what I do, or any crafts person, or wherever people call it, and they think it's like some pansy thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. Entertainment. What's wrong with it? Like, why can't it? I'm a big, powerful tourist. I'm Tony. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's probably a good person. He's probably a good person. Tony, that guy's got like $100 million. Guy's got like $100 million. I got this big thing of oatmeal. I got this big thing of oatmeal. I eat meat too. Probably have some meat in the refrigerator. I don't know. I'm ready to go to see my children. I write her. I've written her some messages. She hasn't responded. Still angry at stuff I did like 5 years ago or 10 years ago. I don't get it. I feel happier though. I felt happier, and have not needed the physical closeness or interaction with others. I have not cared about that. I put the cat downstairs. I was so happy to get away from the cat, but I don't know. I feel wrong for like not wanting to be with be around others, or just getting to feel happy by myself. Because for a while I really wanted to be by myself. I thought it wouldn't be as annoying, and it wasn't that bad. I didn't actually want to get a divorce or get separated. There's a cat outside right now who's like eating food that got rained on. It's terrible. I'll have to give that cat food. I don't want to open the door. There's a cat outside. I'm gonna give it food. I'm gonna leave food for the cat. I'm gonna leave food for the cat. I think there's a bowl. I don't want to put it. I'm gonna put it on a piece. This is how I'm gonna do this. Put it on a throwaway piece of cardboard or something, because I don't have any plastic plates. This is how I'm gonna. Okay, this is how I'm gonna give the cat food. This is how I'm gonna give the cat food. I could see him out there. He's trying to eat the food that got rained on. I gave him some last night too. I'll give him this, and I'll give him some hard food, and I'll put it outside. where he's not going to get near me or see it, and then he'll get to eat it. I can call to him or something. Okay. Ah! So I'm going to give him some cat food. Almost touched it where he put his mouth and stuff mixing with the other animals. I don't know. This is. I'm gonna get this. This is how I'm actually doing this in coronavirus pandemic times. Gave him some hard food and wet food last night. I'm gonna put this outside. Huh, great. I heard some animal somewhere. I hope he's not. I'm not gonna let him in. I'm actually not gonna let him in. I'm not gonna let him in. He loves being outside. The other cat's downstairs. I'm gonna turn the camera here. Let's see. Wait. Oh. Hey. Okay. Wait. Okay. I got the cat food. Got the cat food. I'm gonna give him cat food outside and try to not let him run in because I don't know if he's been mixing in. I don't know if he's been close to other people or. Oh, I closed the stupid thing. Hey, once again, what's in? I went back inside. I'm not going out there as much. Oh no, a mosquito bit me. Hey, well that's not gonna spread it. It hasn't spread the flu or anything like that. This is clearly different from the bubonic plague where rats and insects spread the bubonic plague. It does not happen that way. It's not it's not contagious through, they call it like zoo something or another, but it's not really contagious through animals, but there's a small chance. The cat's outside. He's on that side of the porch, but I'm not going to open up the door because then he could breathe through the screen and stuff, or it could be on his fur. See, it can get on your hair and your clothes when you go out in public. So you're supposed to when you get back in, put the clothes in the wash. You might want to take a shower. Well, of course, take a shower, wash it all out of your hair and your body, and it could help to use Listerine. I'm not sure about that, if that kills the bad bacteria. Some people are saying they can swallow it and the stomach acids kill it, but I don't know. I'm not 100%. I don't know about that, but sometimes I'll use Listerine in case it got in my mouth, but I don't know if that helps at all. That might not help at all. The cat's looking at me like, are you stupid? The Listerine's not going to do anything. You might want the good bacteria in your mouth to get rid of the stuff before you get it or something like that. So I don't know. You can research as much as you feel is appropriate, but I was working out. my gosh. I don't know what else to say other than, well, here's my big oatmeal. I'd like to have like, it's just kind of wrong. It's like I've had to save money, and some people who I know don't have that type of money, and then it could create an imbalance if you have way more than some people out in society. That's why I believe in going to Kroger and big grocery stores, because um, they provide food for mass amounts of people, for most people, and that stuff has to be okay for most of us to keep going as a society and have affordable food, not just the really expensive organic stuff. So it's good to have affordable food for everyone. So it's good to stand up for the stuff that gets sprayed with chemicals or this and that, and that's bad to some people, but it's actually a clear, definite thing that it's not going to hurt people usually if you wash off the fruit. So politically, it's good to stand up for the regular stuff that have grocery stores instead of just like the highest priced. Anyway, everyone has their own different way of doing it, but I prefer to stand up for most people and eat kind of like them sometimes, so they'll be all okay. As much as I can politically stand up for it to be okay, especially in America. And now I think it may be getting to where the rest of the world is kind of on the same page, because now they can send a message to nearly the entire world at one time. And there is something in the Bible that says that there's something supposed to happen and during Jesus' second coming, but I don't know if it's, it may never happen in my lifetime. I'll just go to heaven or keep living and go to heaven. I don't want to be reincarnated again or something like that. And they say that there's some like thing in the Bible around the second coming. There's different signs that Jesus is going to come down and everything will be okay again. He's going to get rid of all the bad stuff and with fire or something like that. But then the real thing is that he's going to some message is going to get sent out or something to mass numbers of people, or everyone gets on the same page at the same time. So I've been hoping for that for a long time, with mass communication getting better, so it's not just America, but we have to make sure each country's okay first until we get to that place, and then we can have world peace and the things that are talked about in the Bible: no racism, world peace, stuff like that. But no one's perfect. Everyone sins in their own way. If they're not, they may or may not be. No one's perfect. So I'd like it to be no racism and kindness to everybody and all the same. Place with like no poverty and stuff like that, but you can't mandate it. You can't mandate it if we're not ready for it, because it just we can do our best. It just takes time to get there. My feet hurt from standing so much. I'm probably gonna turn off the video. I'm gonna lay in a bed and put the heat on or something, or like put socks on or something. I'm gonna go. I am gonna go. Okay, bye. I can paint the ceiling. That's another thing I can do, is like paint the ceiling. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. Bye. Trying to go to Texas and see my kids as soon as she says it's okay. Okay, bye.